advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
You are what you watch. Hello, my name is Harrington Botco. I'd like to welcome you to our program. Before anything else, I'd like to congratulate GNN, which is now in Metro Manila on Sky Cable. That's channel 213. So for those of you who have friends who'd like to catch this and watch this on Destiny Cable on channel 8, which it's on, you can catch this as well in 213. And for the others who don't know, you can get this at the GSAT on channel 1, which is on free-to-air. And of course, on multiple different channels all over the country. For example, in Pampanga, channel 44, which is on UHF Free TV. You have it in Baguio, Bicol, Cagayan de Oro, and everywhere. And maraming salamat for those who watch, and we hope we do well for you to try and generate some type of critical thought. Now, with all the issues that are ongoing in this country, there's so much to talk about and so much to pay attention to. Should you wish, anyway, to begin with, to try and save our country, the anomalies, the scams, the war in Zamboanga, the China intrusion, ang dami po the mining. In fact, not even to go too far as well as on TV, it's called false information and what you call the loss of morality and the values. Either way, there's so many issues we have to discuss, but let's take time out and look at other things we can smile about or going forward, or what we call being positive. We'd like to discuss tonight an issue called the first ever to be staged, the Pro-Life Awards. Now, what exactly is pro-life? And for me to explain that, I would rather our guests, our distinguished guests, will be the ones to do this. We have former Ambassador Joe Romero, who's chairman of the Pro-Life Awards. He's no stranger here. He used to do a show here. First, he used to do a show in RJTV some time ago, together with me, and we had him very, very many times on GNN over the years. And then we also have Dr. Ray Echaves, who Echaves, that's Chavez with an E, and who is the vice chair of the Pro-Life. Gentlemen, thank you very much for being here to take time out. Ano ba itong Pro-Life Award? I guess that's the right question to start this whole thing out. Ambassador o kay Dr. Ray?
Si Dr. Ray muna, Ray.
Good evening. Well, pro-life has been in the country for more than 30 years. No? 35
30 years. Diba? Akala ko it started as a party list in the last...
No, that's different.
Ah, iba yun.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
This is founded by Sister Pilar Versosa.
Okay.
Who died
passed away, yeah.
Yeah, died a year ago.
Yes, recent lang yan eh.
And we just celebrated the anniversary last 9th of September. And he put this up, pro-life, which is really to protect the life in all stages, no? From conception to natural death.
So I take it you're not for the RH bill. So the president must not be very popular with the pro-life group, but yes, carry on.
That's right, that's right. In fact, the CBCP and pro-life group are behind anti-RH law.
That's all right. I think in this room, among the three of us, we're all anti-RH. So there's no discussion there.
Hopefully,
Go ahead.
And of course, recognition and promotion of the natural structure of the family as union between man and woman based on marriage.
All right.
So these are the nominee that we are wanting to have, and the protection, the right of parents to educate their children. These are the three basic.
When you say right of parents, right of the child for an education, or you said right of parents to educate their children?
Yes, I think the Constitution says that the parent must educate their children.
Must
Must
educate.
educate their children in the home.
So the children have a right on their own to get education regardless if it comes from the government.
Yeah.
Right to education.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
That is one of the rights of.
Interestingly enough, are the people in the Senate and Congress, there was a new word put together by Miriam Santiago, educable. I didn't even know that could be used. I mean, is he educable? Sinabi niya kay Estrada. But go ahead again. Sorry if I keep interrupting.
You know what? Well, educable meaning, can you be educated?
Can you be educated?
Because
She doesn't seem to think so of her colleagues, but let's carry on. So, education for the children.
Yeah. And these are the three basic, what we call non-negotiable statutes to follow for our nominees.
And these nominees that you'll be getting come from a wide spectrum.
All over.
And the criteria is basically pro-life, basically pro-life, meaning respecting from birth until death.
Yeah.
So you're against euthanasia, number one.
Yeah.
You're against abortion, obviously. You're against the RH, or responsible parenthood. God, what a title, responsible parenthood. Ironic, di ba?
Yeah.
So anything that will disrupt the natural conception, and once conceived, who was that who came up with that argument in the Supreme Court just recently?
Abad.
Yeah, who said, di ba, no?
Justice Abad.
Hindi pa, kini-question niya na hindi pa buhay. After conception, hindi pa buhay yun hanggang hindi pa baby o hindi pa lumalabas. I mean, is he educable? Di ba? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
I mean, I couldn't believe that. And this guy made it all the way to the Supreme Court. No wonder the country's in trouble. And the other one's right to education.
Yeah. But in capsule form, Harry, it's really the culture of life that we are promoting. When you say culture of life, it's against the culture of death. And the culture of death is D is for divorce.
D is for divorce.
E is for euthanasia.
Euthanasia, yes.
A is for abortion.
Abortion.
And T is for total fertility control.
Total fertility control. My gosh, that spells Pinoy. No?
And H is
H.
homosexual.
Oh, because now it's become fashionable around the world.
So, pro-life really is against this culture of death. And we are now promoting the culture of life or the gospel, the culture of the gospel.
This is very synonymous or side by side with the Catholic faith,
Right?
Roman Catholic faith.
Right.
Side by side yan because same teachings tayo.
Right.
Bakit iniba natin? Why do we call it pro-life? Why not just the Catholic Church award?
Well, this is the organization that will give this award. No? And we are honoring the founder, which is Sister Pilar
Sister
Versosa.
Pilar, yes.
And we have three categories, no? Joe?
I think so.
Yeah. Three
What are the categories?
The first category is pro-life heroes. The
Pro-life
heroes.
heroes, okay.
And then we have the pro-life champions.
Okay, champions, those who convey or advocate
Yes.
the advocacy, or who promote it.
Right.
The heroes are the practice.
Yes.
Okay, one
And
is
then-
the practice, one is how to promote the advocacy. Yeah.
Yeah. And the last one is the Achievement Award, no? The Sister Pilar Versosa
Awards.
Lifetime Achievement Award. There will be only one for that award, no? But the others, there will be 5 on the heroes
5 heroes,
and 5 champions.
5 champions.
Yeah.
Okay. Ano mga mechanics niyan? When does it begin? When is it staged? How do you weed out the awardees?
By nominations, I think. Gary.
So you have to be nominated first and foremost. And where do you submit these nominations?
Well, to the pro-life office, no? It's now in the Facebook also, no?
Okay.
The award itself, no? And they can submit their nomination in the praise book.
Straight. Anyone can.
Yes.
What do you write in the nomination? You have to write some history of the person you are nominating and for what award.
Right? No, you can give any name, and then we will just put them in different awards, no? Because we
Right,
will have
right.
criteria for all of these.
And explain why you're nominating him.
You have to
for
explain
something
why
he did,
Yeah.
why you feel that
He
you
should
should get the
deserve,
award.
Yeah.
Okay. Simple language lang yan. Okay.
Even the diocese are already submitting their.
Already.
Yeah, we started this because we just launched this last Monday, no? Last Monday.
Okay.
And it was distributed in Tapatan, in the Aristocrat, and we will go on until the awarding would be in February 22,
Okay.
2014.
All right. So you've got about 6 months.
Yeah, because we will have the conference of pro-life conference in the Philippines, February 21 to 23.
Yes.
So we will have representative and delegates from all over.
Aba, no. This is nationwide as well?
Yes.
So the search is nationwide, and the search is limited to Filipinos in the Philippines.
Yeah, right. The awardee.
The awardee has to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
Pinoy tsaka Pilipinas.
Yes.
Hindi pwedeng Bombay na turista o kung ano man.
Yeah, or American na nandoon, andito siya.
Yung mga gumigera sa Zamboanga, hindi pwede yung mga yun. This is limited to the Catholic hierarchy, not necessarily.
No,
Pwedeng Christian.
we have this, yeah, even Muslims.
Muslim pwede rin.
Yes. If they promote life as is in our criteria, we
Yeah,
can.
my gosh, they have multiples in 4 if you can afford it, di ba?
We
Yeah,
can.
example, Ari, like the wife of Donaire,
Right.
pregnant. So a child that's about to drown jumped into the river. That's pro-life. It's very dramatically pro-life to save the child from drowning.
That's pro-life.
pro-life,
I didn't realize that. Is that true, that story?
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah. This is the kind of
I met her before.
Oh, really?
I didn't realize that. Hawaiiana yan eh. Di ba? She's a Hawaiian, if I'm not mistaken, Filipina Hawaiian.
Yeah.
She's a martial arts expert.
Yes, yes.
She's an instructor, yes. I didn't realize that
Yeah.
she had a bout like this. Yes, that's very pro-life. How about our leaders, our political leaders?
Well, yes.
Those who have like 15 kids and
Yeah.
they're now
Yeah.
our age.
They're heroes. Yeah.
They're heroes.
They're heroes. They're heroes.
As long as they have that criteria of the three.
As long as from one wife.
From one wife.
Yes.
Hindi gaya ni Nun Miswari, 7 na.
Yes, yes.
Di ba? Iba-iba. Pro-life din siya, pero in multiples of 7.
Yeah.
So, very strict. It's really in adherence to the teachings of the Catholic Church.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah,
Yes, okay.
Yeah. We really follow the teachings and the dogmas. And for the pro-life champion, we have some kind of journalists, and magazines and all those things, no? Opinion columns, are champions, no? And then,
Those who promote it.
yes, radio shows,
Naku, pwede pala ako manominate.
pwede.
Since I'm pushing
Yeah,
it, no?
TV shows and movies, and these are champions, no?
Champion.
And
Those
for-
who promote it one way or the other.
Right.
And fight, for example, well, just to stand up to the RH bill is already a feat in
Yeah,
itself.
yeah.
Are we winning? Are we losing in that situation? Are you familiar with the status?
Well,
Because nasa Supreme Court, di ba?
Yeah, we are supposed to submit our memorandum on or before the 26th of October.
Okay.
And then, after that, they will maybe,
Mag-resolution na.
I hope they will read our memorandum.
Tingin ko naman, they have to naman sa Supreme Court.
Yeah, because there were only, few presenters, no, in the Supreme Court for oral arguments because they cannot allow
Yeah,
all
they
of us.
limited it.
And there were 15
Yes. 15.
petitioners. And that's why one of the petitioners is my group, no? The Doctors for Life and the Filipinos for Life. And so we have not been heard in Supreme Court.
Who's the one who stood up for...
Well, Attorney Noche,
That's right, that's what I read.
Gary Noche, and then Attorney
Liban.
Yeah,
Si Paggia hindi nakasalita rin eh.
no more because
Hindi na inabot eh.
the Supreme Court could not give all of the lawyers. No?
Correct, correct.
Even our lawyer was not able to speak. No? Attorney Howard Kariha.
Howard Kalinga.
And we wanted him to present our case because most of us really are doctors.
Yes, yes.
So we are the only group with doctors. All the rest are not.
I don't even know how they can even qualify an argument when no less the medical doctors are the ones who say conception begins when the eggs mutate and come together. That's the beginning of life. I don't understand that, like this guy Gus Lagman who says, wala pa yan, hindi pa buhay yan. Eh ano yung, bakit gumagalaw na yun? I mean, ano yun, baterya? Ano yan, ever-ready battery? I tell you, these people, di ba? I mean, amazing, no? But anyway, we're not here to argue our age because...
We'll have another program for that.
Hindi, tsaka it's useless to argue. We're all on the same side, eh. Di ba?
But there were many things that were not brought up, Harry, in the oral arguments. And many people did not know what's really the real issue in this. And in fact, when they say that 85% approve of the RS bill, that's not true. Maybe those who do not understand what's going on. Like when life begins. And they will say that it's not sure when. What do you mean it's not sure when? We know.
Yeah.
We know already when life begins.
I don't need to be a rocket scientist or a doctor to know that. Yes, Ambassador, you were saying something.
Yeah, I think there's another...
Let's go to the...
the third one is
Sige.
the Sister Pilar Versosa Life Achievement Award. No?
How do you get that award?
This will be given to a pro-lifer with a lifelong list of achievements in the pro-life advocacy, or to a posthumous awardee who dedicated his life to the pro-life cause.
Pwede ba clergy dyan?
No, we decided not, because
The clergy will win.
all of them will be awarded. So
Hindi pwede clergy.
Yeah.
So, common folk.
yes, it's really lay. It's lay. The laity really, we are honoring the laity who are really pro-life.
All right.
You see pro-life all throughout. It's not only -1 or -2.
Yes, yes, yes.
And there will be 5 in a way. Like if you have 12 children and you have educated your children,
That's really a feat.
yeah.
Tawag dyan, success story. We can educate
Yeah.
everyone.
And that is really hero. That's a hero.
That's a hero. That's a hero.
And the pro-life champion would be, as I said, the journalist, the one who really fight for life.
Ilan yan? 5 lang for
Heroes.
the heroes, 5. 5 lang para sa champion, and only 1. So 11 honorees, 11 awardees.
For the first year. Because it will be a yearly affair.
Annual na ito.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the judges?
Well,
Pabaho kayo.
chairman and vice chairman. And we still have 5, 6 other ones. Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of work. You're going to have to start reading up. And you need resource people to dig up and research on the people. Kasi pwede rin kayo makuryente.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about.
Di ba? Pwede.
Of course.
Marami akong pera. Maano ako, malakas ako. You remember Mayor Sanchez, after shooting everybody, went and then crawled on his knees, di ba? In Redemptorist Road, in Redemptorist Church, di ba?
Yeah, right.
Maraming ganyan, mga double standard eh. Forgive me, and as soon as I get out of church, I'll just shoot everybody else, di ba? Maraming ganyan eh. You have to be careful, ano?
Yeah, we
Baka
will,
galing sa kabinete ni Pinoy, patay. Di ba?
we will get all the feedbacks anyway from the group, no? Not only from Pro-Life Philippines, but also for Couples for Christ.
Is there monetary reward?
We have not discussed it yet, but I'm sure the group, no, the board, has thought of that because although
How do you fund? How is pro-life funded anyway over the 30 years?
by donations.
Okay, parang simbahan talaga.
Yeah, by donations.
And how many is the membership to date?
Now I'm not sure how many
An
we are
approximate.
because we are all over, no? Davao, Iloilo. I'm not an officer, but we were just selected as
We were just nominated, yes.
the selection committee, so we cannot say no.
So, parochial din to, I mean, in different parishes
Yeah.
around the Philippines. This is heavily supported as pro-life. No relationship with the party list, kay James Imbong,
No, no.
kay Attorney James Imbong.
No.
Because
But the Pro-Life Philippines is a foundation, Larry.
it's a
Larry.
foundation.
It's a foundation. It's incorporated, and as I said,
And you don't go after PDAF, no?
we
I'm only pulling your leg.
yeah, no, we went to Luneta.
Okay. I think that's when my back started to give way when I went to the Million People March.
Yeah, it was a big group.
Yes. So, nag-umpisa na ba? Naglabas na kayo? I guess you're gonna have to come on this TV show from time to time to remind people about this ongoing contest, once every other month to remind, because media will have to play a big role to try and disseminate this information.
Yeah, we need that, no?
Yes.
Harry, I've got a bigger role for you, if I may.
All right.
The only reason why I accepted this nomination is that I would like to be someone who can spearhead the celebration of life.
All right.
It's rather ironic that a country that claims to be 86%
Yes, 86.
Catholic would still have to celebrate pro-life. Are we not all pro-lifers? Do not we consider life as precious, as transcendental? The role of life is to eventually go to heaven, and therefore we must not tolerate any activities like the contraception that is obviously against the law of the Lord, to be passed by Congress and to be accepted by people. I mean, it's to be absurd to say the least.
I've had that discussion with Bishop Mercado and Jesse Mercado in Parañaque.
Yeah.
And I had difficulty as well trying to figure out why the Filipinos.
Yes, because
parang nawala ng.
yeah,
Is it the church?
we're losing it.
Oh,
yeah,
we're losing it.
We're losing it. Both the
Yeah,
church
Ambassador,
and
we're
the
losing it.
laity,
That's the point.
and the laity, anyone. So it's very important to remind ourselves once again that life is important. The Constitution admits this. The Constitution, the Declaration of Principles, and state policies of the Constitution
That was
says.
framed for the Catholic Church. Di ba? Our Constitution, di ba?
Well, it's natural law, actually.
It's
It's
natural
not only Catholic Church, but it's also natural law. That, what are families? Families and the Catholic Church, families are there to multiply and to educate and to continue the creation. That is all of
Continue
that.
humanity.
Continue humanity, even in a non-Catholic country. Muslims believe this, the Jews believe this, Protestants believe this, and so on, Muslims. So this is natural law, etc. So we're forgetting the forest from the trees, you see. So when they say that, well, we must not continue to promote creation of life through the RH bill, for whatever reason, for economic reasons, overpopulation, well, that's already crossing the line very much, you see. And any Catholic who knows his faith
Yes.
knows that this is wrong. In the States, before coming over, I Googled, and apparently in the States, every year, last week of January, which coincides with the passage of the Roe versus Wade, the abortion thing, they have the national, let me get this straight.
Wait,
Let me
can you hold that thought? We're going to have to take a break. We're at the bottom of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. We're going to come right back. And kung Katoliko ka, if I were you, I wouldn't switch the channel. I'd stay and watch. We'll be right back.